Second Kings. I'm going to show you the significance of the two witnesses and knowing who they are. Second Kings 2.
Second Kings 2.
And knowing who they are, so you don't reject them.
That's right.
Because the world is going to reject them, and we're going to show you this. And it ain't going to be good for them. If they reject them, whoever reject them, it ain't going to be good for them. Second Kings 2.
2 Kings 2:1. And it came to pass, when the Lord would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind.
Take who up?
Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind.
So Elijah went up into heavens the same way Enoch went in a whirlwind. Go ahead.
And that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. And Elijah said unto Elijah, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord has sent me to Bethel. And Elijah said unto him, as the Lord liveth and thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they went down to Bethel.
So again, that's the same thing Elisha is saying as the other people were saying, I'm not leaving you. I'm going to go with you. Go ahead.
And the son of the prophet that were of Bethel came forth Elijah and said unto him, knowest thou the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he said, yea, I know it. Hold ye said unto him, Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord has sent me to Jericho. And he said, as the Lord liveth, as thou livest, so liveth, I will not leave thee. So they came to Jericho. And the son of the prophet that was at Jericho came to Elijah and said unto him, knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he answered, yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. And Elijah said unto him, tarry, I pray thee, here, for the Lord has sent me to Jordan. And he said, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And they two went on. And 50 men of the sons of the prophet went and stood to view afar off.
So again, there's 50 men following them, trying to see what's happening. Sounds just like what happened with Enoch. Following behind, gotta see. Go ahead.
And they two stood by Jordan. And Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters.
And he did what?
And he smoked the waters.
And he smote the waters. So this is the key. Remember this. He smoked the waters. Go ahead.
And he smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, so that they too went over on dry ground.
So they went over on dry ground. After Elijah took his mantle, he smote the water, and they walked on dry ground. Kind of the same thing like Moses back in Egypt. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee. And Elijah said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me.
So Elisha said, let a double portion of your spirit be on me. So he asking a lot. He want to be better than Elijah. Go ahead.
And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, they appeared a chariot of fire.
A what?
A chariot of fire.
And it did what?
And the horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
So Elijah did what?
He went up to a whirlwind. He went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
Same thing as Enoch. Chariot, whirlwind of fire, and he went into heaven. Go ahead.
And Elijah saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of him of his own clothes, and rent them in two pieces.
So he's sad right now because his mentor is going taken up into heaven. Go ahead.
And he took up also the mantle of Elijah.
So he took his mantle, the staff, the stick, go ahead,
that fell from him, and went back and stood by the bank of Jordan. And he took up the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and smote the waters, and said,
so he did it right there. Now he got that spirit on him. So he smote the water and did what?
And he took up the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and smote the waters, and said, where is the Lord power of Elijah? And when he also had smitten the waters, they parted hither and thither, and Elijah went over.
So he went over on dry ground the same way that Elijah did. Go ahead.
And when the sons of the prophet which were to view at Jericho saw him, They said, the spirit of Elijah.
The who?
The spirit of Elijah.
The who?
The spirit of Elijah.
The spirit of Elijah. Go ahead.
Do rest on Elisha.
So it do rest on Elijah. So I'm going to just cut this out before anybody go and flip and say, oh, that's talking, they way off. That's John the Baptist. That's John the Baptist. Read that last verse again.
And when the sons of the prophet which were to view at Jericho saw him, they said, the spirit of Elijah.
The spirit of Elijah.
Do rest on Elisha.
Do rest on Elijah. Now, let's go to John 1:21. So when you hear somebody say, no, it's John the Baptist, it's John the Baptist, I'm going to show you John from John's own mouth that he say he not. John 1:21. Read a little slow.
Okay. Read too fast. Getting nice. John 1:21. And they asked him, what then? Art thou Elias?
So right there they asked him, are you Elijah? Are you Elijah? Go ahead.
And he said, I am not.
I am not.
I am not.
He said he not. So this cut that out right there when anybody tell you that, no, it's John the Baptist. It's John the Baptist because they asking him with his own mouth. Go ahead.
Art thou that prophet? And he answered, no.
So art thou that prophet? The only other prophet that it could be is Enoch. Because Enoch is the only other one that got took up into heaven. It's the only one. So right there that cuts John the Baptist out. He came in the spirit of Elijah. Now let's go back. Let's go back to Revelations. Revelations 11. Now that we know two prophets went into heaven, but we're going to prove that they got the power to do these things that the scripture is talking about. Revelations 11, we start at 4 again.
11:4. These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the power of the earth. And any man will hurt them, fire proceed out of their mouth.
Any man do what?
Any man hurt them, fire proceed out of their mouth.
So if any man hurt these two witnesses, fire proceed out of their mouth. Now we know from being on the streets, when we preach in the streets, that people like to come up against you. Satan sent his goons out to attack you off the rip. Anybody that ever preached on the street know this. They're going to come at you straight up and try to get you, to throw you off your rockets. So we know the same thing going to happen when Enoch and Elijah is here. They're going to come up against him. Read that last verse again.
These are the two olive trees and its two candlesticks standing for the power of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceed out of their mouth.
So fire proceeds out of their mouth. Go ahead.
And devour their enemies.
And devour their enemies. So you better stop playing. When these dudes come on the scene, don't be messing with them. Don't, because they ain't going to be playing. Fire coming out their mouth and to devour you. But let's see exactly what they tell me. Did you finish that?
No.
Go ahead.
And if any man will hurt them, he must in this matter be killed.
So if you hurt them in any manner, whatever manner, knife, gun, shank, rock, whatever it is, if you hurt them in this way, this how you gonna get it. This how you dying. Now let's go to 1 Kings 19.
First Kings.
Hold on. Is started 4.
But he himself went a day journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree, and requested for him that he might die, and said, It is enough. Now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am not better than my father.
So Elijah is so sick, everybody trying to kill him and do everything. He feel like he just want to die. He asking the Most High to just kill him. Take them. I'm not better than my fathers. Take me out. Go ahead.
And as he lay and slept under a juniper tree, behold, an angel touched him and said unto him, Arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baking on a coal, and a cruse of water at his head. And he did eat and drink, and laid him down again. And the angel of the Lord came again the second time, and touched him, and said, Arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee. And he arose, and did eat and drink, and went into strength of the meat 40 days and 40 nights unto Horeb, and to the mount of the Most High.
Go ahead.
And he came thither unto a cave, and lodged there. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him. And he said unto him, What dost thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord power of hosts. For the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thy altars, and slain thy prophets.
Slain thy prophets.
And slain thy prophets with the sword. And I only am left. And they seek my life to take it away.
So they trying to kill Elijah right here. Now we're going to go into the book of Enoch and show you that these two prophets are together. This is Enoch, chapter 89. Read them all?
No matter who read.
Go ahead.
89 and what?
51.
1 second.
Read them
And again, I saw those sheep that they again erred and went many ways, and forsook their house. And the Lord of the sheep called some from amongst the sheep, and sent them to the sheep. But the sheep began to slay them. And one of them was saved, and one was slain. And
One of them was saved. That's Elijah that was saved. This is Enoch speaking now. So he got saved.
And
So, go ahead.
And one of them was saved and was not slain. And it sped away and cried aloud over the sheep, and they sought to slay it. But the Lord of the sheep saved it from the sheep.
So it saved them. This is right here what we just read. This is Elijah complaining. So this is why he got took up. Go ahead.
And brought it up to me.
And brought it up to who?
And brought it up to me.
So if Enoch is in heaven, he just right there got brought up to him. So he got brought up to him. So that show you that they together in heaven. The two witnesses are together. Let's go back to Revelations.
You done with this?
Yep. Revelations 11 and 5.
Fire. Revelations 11 and 5. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceed out of their mouth.
Fire proceeds out of their mouth.
And devoureth their enemies.
And devour their enemies again. So if you going against these dudes, when they arrive, if you messing around and trying to challenge them, like our people like to try to do us, you're going to have a rude awakening. Barbecue you straight up. So don't do that. It ain't wise. Go ahead.
And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed.
He must in this manner be killed. Now let's go to 2 Kings. 2 Kings 1. No, 1 Kings 18. 1 Kings 18.
18 and
18 and 21. Go ahead.
1 Kings 18 and 21. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions? If the Lord be the power, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answer him not a word.
So this is showing when Elijah was showing up the people that was worshiping the false god Baal. So he's showing them, if this is your God, then let him do this. Go ahead.
Then said Elijah unto the people, I only remain a prophet of the Lord, but Baal prophet are 450 men.
So Baal got 450 false prophets there that show you that there's not many real prophets, but a whole bunch of false ones. So Baal got 450 false prophets. Jump down to 26.
1 King 18 and 26. And they took